The Soundstream MC-500 from Folsom, California. This amp right here was one of them amps that I could just never get my hands on back in the day. There's no way I could afford $1,000 or $1,200 or whatever it was, because $1,200 back in the day might as well be $6,000 or $7,000 in today's money. I mean, that's just a guess, but anyways, check out these bad boys. I scored these about 6 years ago or something like that, 7 years ago, from a friend of mine. He needed a little bit of money, and I saw these, and he was a collector, and I ended up getting them. But I didn't get much of a chance to play with them. I didn't even get a chance to see if they work before I put them on the shelf, and my shop got really busy. So one day I looked at them, and I decided, let's go ahead and crack these things open and see what they look like and hook them up. If the caps look good, we'll power them up, and we'll see how they sound. But right now, let's take a look at some of this stuff right here. We got some original numbers, 3157. I didn't put the tape on there, it was like that. And we got number 2499. These little caps right here that you pop off, they reveal whether or not you're going to put that section of the amp in stereo or in mono, basically bridging the two channels. It's pretty simple. For me, I usually put them in mono, that way I can use each set bridged and it's still a 2-channel amp. So it's basically a 4-channel amp right now. Pop this little thing open right here, and we got a little bit of protection for the speakers. Something you don't see very often. Now we got 7.5 amp fuses in this amp right here, and there's 10 amp fuses in this amp here. I don't know why. I'm not sure what the value is supposed to be. I guess I need to look that up and see. But yeah, you can see you move these over just like a set of jumpers. You move them over and choose the impedance that you're planning on running. I put them in 2 ohm just so my amp is safe when I'm playing 2 ohm loads. Let's crack this thing open real quick, take a look at it, see if these parts are good, see if the caps are bloated out, see if there's any rat poop or cobwebs or anything in here. Some of these fasteners have a little bit of corrosion on them, a little bit of surface rust, but nothing that's really going to be a problem. I would expect that for an amp this old, but what does the inside look like? Let's see. It's looking kind of good so far. It's looking good from here.
Oh my God.
Yep. You could damn near eat off these guts. Look at that. Look at the different amp sections that are independent. Everything looks to be in great shape. Caps look like they just came out of the factory. Nothing's leaking. I don't see anything bloated out at all. The wiring is pretty meticulous. And 3157 to match the badge on the bottom. We got the old glass fuse, 30 amp. Pop that back in there.
These amps might not be current, they might not be modern, but they're still my personal holy grail. And holy, you know what? The MC-500 from Folsom, California. I couldn't afford these back in the day, I'll tell you what. So now that we've exposed all the guts, let's see if these things work. They look like they're in good shape. I don't see any caps bloated out or anything like that. I've had these 2 amps for many years. They've been sitting on the shelf doing nothing but collecting dust. I've been meaning to throw them on the bench and play with them, but I just haven't had no time, and before you know it, they're forgotten about. But now, They're busted out. I want to see if they still work. If you want to see how much power these things actually put out, hit up the bro Big D Wiz, Wilson Audio Labs. He tested these things many years ago himself. He's already been down that road. If you want to see how much power they put out, all you gotta do is go to his channel. Personally, I just want to see if mine work. So let's hook them up and see. 8 gauge inputs, it should be pretty easy, no problem.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
We got some little gain holes right here. I'm going to turn them all the way down. That one's up there, down, all the way. Okay. There. Gains all the way down on both amps. Let's just see if they turn on before I hook anything up. That one's on. We got LEDs. Oh, I heard something click. Okay, I guess it's not bad. Look at that. We got red lights on both of them. They're on. Yeah. Two and a half dB of overlap. So I'm literally just moving the probes over to the next channels, and they were all the way down. You can see they're all the way down. So we're gonna bring this up to 2.5. And that should be a perfect match. So that's one great way to match your gains, and it's pretty fast and simple. Now we're just gonna do the subs. I'll do something like 10 dB of overlap on these because I know the subs can handle it. No problem. Damn. I'm gonna move these probes right over there. I'm not gonna change anything. Adjust the gain, and I should be able to match it perfectly without doing any crazy other steps. Bring this one down to 10, just like the other one. Perfect 10 dB on both channels. But before we do that, I want to hear how this thing sounds. We got an MC-500 on a pair of test coaxials on the bench, CT Sounds, same ones I've had forever. Let's see. No processing at all.
I be connected for real. No shit. You never know who you have at dinner with. A hit just like a hit. As long as Def Leppard has.
Sounds amazing. Probably the best sounding amp I've ever heard on this bench. No processing. Straight out of the deck, straight into the amp, and straight to those speakers. Full range. Now let's get some subs over here. Get it bumping.
What you chasing, then it's just a dream. My child support dues all paid up. Like 5 more. Spill.
You need to tell somebody I'm the flash on 2 feet.
Party like a rock star, Kurt Cobain. Got your main thing off of Molly.
Filthy. Look, Ferragamo for a fragrance. I'm a better situation. I tell the bitch.
These SMD minis handle 1500 watts each. They're getting 250 watts a piece, so they're not going to be flying out of the box like crazy. stuff I like to listen to, but it's definitely gonna get me caught on copyright. Said I really can't play very much of it, like little snippets, like 2 seconds.
When I carry myself, I don't never have no problems where I use my food style too weak. You can't count on us, dap it down, I said dap it down.
Let me holler at your partner, spit this game in your ear for a minute. Now you can't spit it, cause you ain't got it.
One of my many go-tos for that mid bass.
Son hit me, it's a light show. To the moon where I might go. In the team or ISO. Hard work, it's a hype, bro. Cold hard with a light tone. Looking more like a king on the right throne. Just wants to bring the ring to the right home. Speaking on real shit when the mic off. Still do the same thing when the mic on. It don't matter if the game off my on. Amy does brought a style like a my song.
You're never gonna know exactly what it sounds like in here. And this isn't exactly a sound quality environment. Those amps do sound good, and they both work flawlessly. Wow. Super excited. And I want to put these in a car so bad. Who knows, man? I might do an old school build. Right now, until I decide to do that, I'm out of here. Screw these MC-500s.